Welcome to your weekend focus for July the 17th, the 18th, and the 19th, 2015. My name is Tilly, and welcome to Tarot with Tilly. And thank you so much for all the support you give me each and every day. Truly, thank you so much. Now, let's get to the cards. We have the Page of Coins again, very first card. So she takes us right into the weekend. And she is a young energy. She's about our new paths forward, what we want to create. What we want to create, I would have to say for the majority of us, it's what we want to create in finances. So our career, our job, creating extra income, maybe figuring out where we can get more value for our money. So some of us might be revisiting our budget and seeing where we are spending money and where we are not spending money and what we are spending money on, if we are really getting value for our hard-earned dollars. She could be well-being. Okay, if you're really not looking at your financial picture and you're comfortable with that part of your life, it could be very much well-being. It could be health. Okay, because the pentacles, the coins, isn't always about money. It's about what we put our value on. Okay, so it could even be love. If that's where you put the most value, where you feel the richest abundance in your life comes from loving relationships, then definitely that would be what you are looking at. It's, unfortunately, this is a very general reading. So you have to apply it to your priority list when I give you the message and see how it fits into your life best. But I would say the majority of you, it's finances. It's the value you put on things. Now, we have the Six of Swords here as our second card. And what I really picked up on when I first looked at this is the determination, the strength, the courage of her standing at the front of that boat, and it's going forward. Now, I think the swords there represent that it's kind of like a protection around us. There's nothing that can get near us. And we might even be dodging those swords. We might be looking out for what is coming our way. We might be more aware. We might be more alert this weekend in what can harm us, what can help us going forward, and being very aware. There's also a figure that caught my eye, and he's at the very back of the boat. And I sense that almost as our spiritual guides, God, our angels, having our backs. So tap in, definitely tap in this weekend to God, your angels, your spirit guides, the universe, asking for the wisdom, asking for the determination, asking for the courage to go forward. I see her standing there with the strength, the determination, and a real vision on where her path is leading her. And we also have the Seven of Coins, which is, what are you cultivating? What are you cultivating going forward? I think we are going to give a lot of energy and attention to exactly where we are putting our energies, why we are putting our energies there. And does it make sense? Does it fit into our path forward? Or does it fit more into our past and what we've done in the past? And do we need to change our focus in any way? Do we need to put our energy somewhere else, our focus somewhere else? Or more focus and energy on a certain aspect of our life? We also have 13, moderation here, and 13 is 3 is 4. 3 plus 1 is 4. So very much about our security, our foundations, but moderation. And my mom said nothing can hurt you in moderation. That's one of her sayings. So everything in moderation is a good thing. So we don't want to go overboard in any area of our life. So we don't want to burn the candle at both ends. We don't want to make more commitments and obligations than we should. Okay, we need to remember that we are the most important thing in our life. Okay, that we are the priority, that we come first, and we have to have the energy. We have to have the energy. so that we can go on our path. And it's beautiful when we help other people. Don't get me wrong when I say that, but you have to make sure that your commitments to other people don't impede on your own happiness, your own health, your own well-being. Make sure that it gives you a sense of accomplishment. It gives you a sense of worth. It gives you a sense of validation in your life in what you do for other people. But moderation could be making sure you're getting enough sleep, making sure that you're eating right, making sure that you are exercising, make sure that you are getting alone time, time to tap into spirituality. Get out in nature and walk barefoot through the grass if you can. Uh, ground yourself. Ground yourself. And so everything in moderation is, I think, a very important part of the lesson this week, because we're on a very new path. We have to be grounded. We have to make sure that we are putting our energies in the right place, and that we are not overdoing it, and we're not overzealous, and we're not putting all of our energy into one area and we are forgetting the rest, and having balance in our life. So we're not work, work, work and no play, or it's all about the home and everything else kind of goes by the wayside. We really need to figure out what are we cultivating in all aspects of our life going forward, to make sure that we have the balance. Let's see what our angels are going to tell us. They always wow us, don't they? Every weekend I'm just wowed by how our angels pick up. Now this is my confirmation deck. Peanut wants some attention here. This is my confirmation deck. So I don't pull a card from this deck until I've done any reading. And it lets me know if I was supposed to highlight something a little bit more, if I had missed the message completely. So let's see what they're going to tell us. We have the Ace of Raphael. A positive, new emotional experience, fulfilling romantic relationships, and deep and lasting spiritual insights. So I don't think I spent enough time on meditation, on prayer, on getting the insights on where we need to go forward. I kind of touched it with this card, and seeing that figure in the background, how our angels, God, our spirit guides have our back. That all we need to really do is tap into that energy, to allow the wisdom to come forward, to allow the intuition to lead us forward. We know in our guts what's right and what's wrong for us. And a lot of times we ignore that little voice inside of us. And many times we'll say, oh, I don't know why I did that, because I felt like it was the wrong thing to do. And yet I went ahead and I did it, and here's where I am because of it. So it's really tapping into your intuition this week. It's really tapping into that higher wisdom. It is allowing the flow to happen. It's maybe with the moderation, it's not pushing through as much as allowing the things to come into existence in your life in the right time, in the right space, instead of trying to force it into being. Deep and lasting spiritual insights, a positive new emotional experience, and fulfilling romantic relationships. So get together with loved ones. Enjoy. Feel the beauty. Feel the love. The wings look like they're capturing a rainbow. And so, your wings can capture the rainbow as well. Spread them. Get ready to fly. Get ready to soar. And stand on that rock. Even I see the water almost, a little turbulent, but we stand on that rock and it's secure. So it doesn't really matter what is going on in your life, how turbulent the waters seem. There's a strength. especially with your angels behind you. There's a strength, there's a foundation, there's a security to be had there. And so maybe we need to trust in that a little bit more this weekend and allow ourselves to go with the flow, allow ourselves to tap into the wisdom, our inner wisdom, and put that as your affirmation this weekend, to be able to go forward with a wisdom, with an intuition that's going to lead you to the right places, that puts you on a path of manifesting the most beautiful things in your life. So until we meet again, remember, I do love you.